It's Week 7 of the National Football League.
And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
3rd and 12. Now Love.
And that is incomplete.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
Now they're brought out by a man drafted over a decade ago out of Arizona, who's made at least one start in every season. That's Nick Foles.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 34.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now Foles. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, You get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down. Ready up.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Drew Sanders in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And some room to run now. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. From the side is complete on the diving effort.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness.
Concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing. Love.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Here's Love.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. And here's Trenton Gill now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To Connor on the check down.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Foles. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's Foles.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So
we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is fielded at the... And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Again, a run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Connor up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll run for it with Connor. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Foles will look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 2nd and 6 from the 10. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Love throwing for it.
That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Right back to Connor here on first. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Will Mallory
from 13 yards out.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Zaven Collins
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, go. Ready.
To throw now, here's Love.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Down the right sideline.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. the catch and run. 61 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
2nd down and 3.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Love to pass.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Love now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st down, going to the air with Love.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now it's Connor. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Trask.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Trask. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Trask to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Trask again.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed.